Well, this has been coming for some time, hasn't it? Lisa and I having an almighty stoush in the kitchen.
That's right.
Who is going to win? It's Pancake Tuesday. Lisa's going first.
OK, so we're not going to bother with aprons. We're manning up, are we? OK. Now, this is an old family recipe for blueberry pancakes. You're right there, you're just watching cameras. OK, so we start off with 1.5 cups of ordinary white flour.
Are you reading that? Don't you know it off by heart?
Because I tend to sort
of... Oh, maybe it's not your recipe.
No, I tend to throw everything in all at once. I'll give you a tip too, Karl. If you don't want your pancakes to burn, which you definitely don't, you put your heat on now, because we need it warm enough, but you put butter and oil, because the oil stops the butter burning, which is a good thing. OK? So you've got 1.5 cups of ordinary white flour, 3.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of white sugar, and that's not all going to come out. Please excuse fingers. Now that's all pre-sifted, that flour, so you just mix all of that around, and then you put in your wet ingredients. And this is buttermilk. Buttermilk is really good for you. It's what you end up with when you take away the cream and they make actual butter out of, and it's really good for you. It's got lots of probiotics in it, and it's very good for your gut. So that's a good thing there. So that's the butter and the 2 eggs as well. So
you finished yet?
No, not quite. You whisk all of that around. Okay. Told you I needed an apron. So you mix all of that around, and I've got one that we prepared earlier over here. So that is now heated up. How are you going, Karl? So that's already heated. Now, I'm going to do the first one, but normally you should actually...
No wonder kitchen stuff rates.
You should throw out the first one because it never really works. It's a little bit lumpy. What I'm going to do...
Oh.
It is a little bit lumpy.
It's a bit big, isn't it?
Well... I've got a man-sized...
You stuff that up.
I've got a man-sized husband, so that's what you do. And then you just throw your blueberries on top, like that. OK, how are you going, Karl?
Well, Lisa, I don't need 4 hours to do my pancake recipe that's been in the family for 100 years.
Yeah.
You just get one of these things from the supermarket, whack a little funnel in it. Oh, this is really taxing. Oh, and I haven't got time to spend 4 hours in the kitchen making pancakes, so I take, what's that been, 30 seconds?
That's so not fair.
And it's sexy.
Is that made, are you doing that with love? You're doing it with sexy, but I don't know it's made with love. You're a nut.
There we go. 1, 2.
Right.
Hey.
Is that pan hot enough? Would you have any idea? Would you?
It's cooking away. Look at it, it's bubbling away.
OK. Do you know what the trick is with your bubbles?
What's that?
You've got to make sure you've got lots of bubbles before you turn it.
I realise that.
That's the art of that.
It's been in the family for generation upon generation. Now, I also... You have those like that, don't you?
Yeah. Nice big fat one. And you only need one.
Well, I throw other things into mine.
What do you do?
Voila.
Bloke breakfast.
Now, this has been handed down through the centuries. A little bit of Canadian bacon and also some Kraft singles, which are the purveyors of the finest cheese on the planet.
They do a good bubble.
Someone said to me before, you can't put that plastic in there, but it's all plastic, so who cares? So this is going to be, I'm going to do something with that after the break, and then we're going to taste test. We'll be taste testing with Richard and Porto, who have been inside their rooms not listening to any of this transpire.
Where's Georgie in that scenario?
Georgie's not taste testing.
Oh, you want to bet?
Yeah, right.
Don't you worry about that.
After the break, the Hollywood gossip. Who wins? Whose kitchen rules? After the break, right now.
OK, last little bit. We've got to throw some...
Last little bit.
Nice.
It's 6 o'clock at night. The news is about to start, folks. Lisa's still going in the kitchen. And note that she has failed the Whose Kitchen Rules test. And here is Karl over here, ready with his to go. Now, what we're going to do is, Lisa's going to go... Do you want to go first, Lisa, with a taste test?
Do you think they're going to be able to tell the difference between the
Just a quick answer of that question is good.
And the blueberry?
Dickie doesn't know. Dickie's been out of the room.
Oh, good. So they haven't worked out that I've done the bacon and cheese.
I already know who's who.
Spoilt it.
Dickie, you're doing a blind test. You understand?
I know.
One of them, you don't know who's done what. So can we have a mouthful, please? We passed over Dickie. You can't see.
Righto, Dickie. You ready?
Okay. So this is sample A, Dickie.
Sample A.
Oh.
Sample A is about to come into your mouth. Here we go.
Big mouthful. You ready?
There's sample A.
Put it in there. Put it in there.
Okay. Okay. Now sample B.
How is that? How is that?
It's got cheese on it.
Yeah.
So what do you think of having cheese on it?
Okay.
It's unusual. I've never had cheese on one of those before.
All right. Richard
Bacon
Reed's standing by, so we need to get sample B in your mouth ASAP.
This is great TV.
Like the rest of the process, it's been very slow.
Probably mucking up my hair.
Slow can be good.
Here we go. Here we go. Here's sample B.
Wow.
And the verdict is...
That's got fruit in it.
Yeah.
I think I like a pancake with meat.
Oh, that was predictable.
Likes Karl's.
Could have seen that coming a mile off.
Well, they're both very nice, don't get me wrong.
Well, you've got 2 courses there.
The champions.
You've got 2 courses there.
It's a complete meal.
It is absolutely delicious. Try that, Porter.
That's not bad. That's the complete meal. It's the
Georgie,
2
would you like
courses.
to try the blueberry?
Yeah, I'd love to, Lisa. It looks outstanding.